It was all about the nookie. Lyrical genius, Fred Durst. If only we could fly, Limp Bizkit style. Left-hand side of Infernal Shrines, map number 1 in this best of 3 series here in the semifinals of Murky Cup Qualifier number 1 is going to be Exodia Stack. On the right is going to be Team Name Pending. And this is, I mentioned, Infernal Shrines map number 1. The bans, we're going to be Exodia Stack banning away Cursed Hollow and Tomb of Spider Queen. Dragonshire and Sky Temple banned out by the side of Team Name Pending. We do have the Grand Finals coming up next. The Grand Finals is a best of 5, so we're guaranteed at least 5 more maps today, a maximum of 8. Look at that caster math right there. Limp Bizkit actually came on my Spotify recently, and I was shaving my head yesterday, and Limp Bizkit came on through my Spotify, and my hands were wet and stuff, and I was just like, ugh, I have to listen to this song. Oh man, I listened to so much Limp Bizkit when I was a kid, but nowadays as an adult, I'm just like, oh god, this is awful. Inferno, so there's no there's no meta madness, there's no pre-bans, there's no tournament shenanigans outside of bounties. So regular Heroes of Storm drafting system, heroes can be picked and played more than once, but there is a bounty system. So if you complete a bounty, you can get yourself a share of the bounty pool. So if 4 teams get a bounty each, they each get a 25% of the $1,000 at the end of everything. We actually just had our first ever monstrosity bounty completed in our last best of 3. So that team will claim that. Now, other teams can claim that. It's not like the list is only one item from the list can be done by anyone in the tournament. Each team gets the same list and can complete these topics. Now, the other thing too is, of course, you cannot do more than 1 bounty per game. And obviously, you typically have to win with the bounty, win with the character or talent, etc. So, of course, only 1 bounty can be claimed per game. Fred Durst is the worst. Yes, he is. He's actually a trash can human being, from my understanding. I do not think he's a very good human from what I have understood, from what I've gleaned. Diablo Junkrat on the left-hand side, Johanna on the right. I think he was like a failed tattoo artist, actually. I'm just gonna go with a backpack and can break up 45-minute walk with a quick stop to eat somewhere night. Yeah. Reno's got tons of places to eat, so you could easily do that. You could walk for 20 minutes, find somewhere to eat, and then make it to the... if you stay at the GSR. But I honestly, I've stayed at a couple different hotels in the Reno area before, like, traveling or whatever. GSR is the shit. GSR is so worth it. Atlanta, or I think it's Atlantis. Atlantis is not very good. Don't go to Atlantis. I got food poisoning from them. It might be cheaper, but don't go to Atlantis. Don't go to... And I also got a room with a view, and my view was the RTU. So I was just staring at a mechanical unit out my window. So yeah, the views from Atlantis are really bad as well. And Reno does have some surrounding mountains, like the Sierras are right there, so there actually is decent views to be had. And also, I think... I might be misremembering, but I think the new event center down there, or relatively new event center, I think it actually links to the GSR, so you can actually walk across. I'm pretty sure it's the GSR, but you can do like a big, long walk over to the event center, and sometimes they have stuff going on over there, like little trade shows. Anyways, Infernal Shrines, map number 1 of this best of 3 semifinal matchup. We'll see if we have a bounty pop up. If not, I mean, you all kind of understand what the bounty systems are. There's specific heroes. If you'd like, I can go through the list, but I'm pretty sure we kind of all know the vast majority. It's all those unplayable heroes. One of the players said that Lily is unplayable, and I don't know if they're joking or not. I really don't. Because I've seen some badass Lilies. I have seen some very badass Lilies. Alright, let's focus back in. Hanzo, Johanna Brightwing. Definitely going to be a choke all over here. Diablo, Junkrat, Dahaka, Malfurion. I'm thinking Exodia Stack are going to lean into a Tracer. The setup for a Tracer is there. We do know that Dino likes to play it. They can lean into something like an Orphea. Infernal Shrines is the one few maps where I do see Orphea with her mobility and poke, but even then, like Jaina, Gul'dan, these are all great heroes with the Malfurion as well. But I know that Exodia Stack like that Tracer, and they do have the Junkrat for some splash damage and spell-ish damage. There's the Gul'dan on the right-hand side. I really love the draft of Team Name Pending, but Exodia Stack, who did win the previous tournament, the Ravencourt Team League, Season 2. Let's see what we got here on this last pick. I think it's going to be a Tracer, but I wouldn't mind a Jaina. I really wouldn't mind a Jaina. You have to look up what events there. I was just seeing that the GSR has some event in October.
Locked and loaded.
That's a bounty. That's a bounty right there, I'll tell you what. Let's see. Entertainment, maybe? Concerts and shows. I swear I saw like a big band name for October. Marilyn Manson's on September 1st, apparently. Lindsey Sterling on September 7th, if you like that. Coheed and Cambria on the 11th. Testament and Creator. I should probably swap us into the game. Smashing Pumpkins on the 21st. Goth Babe. Who the hell is Goth Babe? Oh, Godsmack is on October 10th. There you go. Godsmack October 10th. There you go. How can you even pass that one up? All right, give me 2 seconds here. I forgot to start the Twitch prediction. Which team wins Infernal Shrines? We have got on the... Oh, God, where is it? There we go. Left side is Exodia stack. Right side is going to be team name pending.
The battle begins.
5-minute gamble. Get that all in. There you go, chat. So I'm a little bit behind on these things. But on the left-hand side for Exodia stack, we do have the Hazuab's Junkrat, Bad Benny Diablo, Dino Nova, Copen, Dahaka, and Malfurion played by Yasu. Right side of team name pending, Gaff on the Johanna, Uki will be your Brightwing, Bloodcool will be Hogger, Nano Hanzo, and Ultralisk Gul'dan. Alright, Bad Benny chilling over here towards the bottom lane. Some scatters from Hanzo. He's already got 4 stacks on that. Simple geometry. Thank you, Ashmanta, for the gamble, as always. Thanks for always being on top of that, bud. Helps out the stream very, very much. Arcane Punisher for the bottom lane, and the rotations will begin heading on down over here. Hold on 1 second. Some scatters out from Hanzo. As the concussion mine goes out from Diablo, or from Junkrat, poking at a few enemies here. Uh-oh, Gaff getting really low. Some Moonfire's coming out as well. Phase Shift from Brightwing bolsters the health of this Johanna. And we'll head over towards the top lane with our Hogger here. Curious. I'm curious. So, this will be mid-camps grabbed on both sides. The Arcane Punisher on the way, as I mentioned. Sonic Arrow discovers the enemies around this bottom Impaler camp. Fell Flames coming out from Gul'dan, already 6 stacks on his Echoed Corruption stackage level 1. Gaff getting a little bit low, another Phase Shift from Brightwing. Dahaka's down here as well. Good scatters from Nano, almost taking down Nano almost taking down Dino Nova. There we go. Sorry, I was putting live casting in my stream title to see if that changes the viewership. Because I was trying to move away from putting live and casting in my stream titles just to see if it matters. So here's the test. We'll change it. We'll add in the live casting and see if viewership goes up. We'll see. Phase Shift from Brightwing, bolstering this Johanna health bar. It also is June. It's also July, August time, and Twitch streaming and viewership is always down then. So many people are on vacation. Like it's down across the board, definitely. So I'm thinking late August, early September, we should be seeing a shift back up in our viewership. At least that's the hope. Because numbers are always good for sponsors and stuff like that. Speaking of, I actually had someone reach out to me for a paid stream. So I don't know what it's going to be, but might have a sponsored stream in the near future. We will be on front page of Twitch next week on Wednesday. Front page of Twitch. Exciting stuff. More scatters out from Hanzo. poking onto the objective area with the explosive arrow level 4. Does have scatter finished out level 1 with that simple geometry. More fire stomps from Diablo. Oh, really? 9,500 on team name pending and 420 on Exodia stack. That's actually surprising to me. But let's see what happens here. And Dahaka's still soaking up and pushing things up in top. Copen should have a brush stock available, and yes, they do. Not going to brush stock into the objective area. Level 7 here on the left-hand side, and it does look like we have first objective going over to the members of Team Name Pending. How much value does Dahaka get in top? He does get the entire fort front gate. Not too bad. Unfortunately, the Fallen Shaman will get targeted for a moment there, lose a little bit of HP. Hogger heads to top lane, pre-taps the well. Trying to clear things out here. Nova in mid lane, harassing onto Brightwing. Diablo shadow charges in, Ultralisk overpowered. Trying to back away. Looks like Bad Benny wants to continue pressuring. Junkrat goes down. Hanzo gets first blood for his team. Gaff getting low here on this Johanna. Shield glare out into the Nova, but she still gets the snipe to the face. A drag from Dahaka, and Brightwing goes down. Malfurion to be traded. Nano with a couple scatters will be picked off by this will be picked up by the Nova. And it's a 3-for-1. The fort does go down in bottom lane, so there is that value at least for the side of Team Name Pending. As a little bit more money goes onto Exodia stack, another 420. All right, interesting. Oh, we could see a big payout for that. We'll see how things unfold as the game does progress. Gul'dan does have this level 7 hunger for power, increases spell power by 15%, but also reduce the healing received by allies by 25. Snipe level 7 picked up here. It's like psionic something, right? No, it's perfect shot. Hitting enemy heroes with snipe reduces its cooldown by 2 seconds and refunds half its mana cost, doubled against enemy heroes. And if you are wondering, snipe is a 6-second cooldown. But if it's doubled against enemy heroes, that means that you're getting a 4-second cooldown off of 6. I do believe that is how it works out. Yep, it went from 6 to 2. So you're actually getting 4 seconds off. Precision Strike, Augur displaced by a Concussion Mine. Riptire from Junkrat, still getting that last little bit of damage. And a pick onto Hogger, nicely done. 2 heroics used, but relatively low cooldowns. 75 seconds for Riptire, 50 seconds on Precision Strike. Diablo holding level 10, and he will get picked off. Soul's consumed, so he's got the next few seconds to consider what he wants for level 10. But I think this might be him holding level 10 until he sees what the enemy pick up here. Good at corruption stacks for Gul'dan as he drains the life of Malfurion. Nova tries to snipe onto the Gaff here, but Gafflo does not go down as Diablo still holds level 10. Bless Shield, Blink Heal, Shockwave, Dragon's Arrow, and Horrify from Gul'dan. Diablo has all the information I believe he needs, and he's going to go Lightning Breath at level 10 here. So he'll be cooking up some enemies. Fell Flames from our Gul'dan. Shield Glare just to check the bush in case anyone was stepping up, but no advancement from the enemy. Oh, our music is apparently off right now. Hold on one second. There we go. I was like, it is eerily quiet in this game. Okay. Precision Strike onto the wave, as I mentioned. Low cooldown at 50 seconds, so very spammable. Not a ton of mana cost either. Actually, it is a decent amount, 100. And Nova's baseline mana cost is 610, so 1/6 of her mana for that heroic. It's actually quite a bit. Dragon's Arrow, because they never miss an EU, was not actually utilized right there. We had a collective hallucination. Phase Shift from Brightwing bolsters the health of this Johanna, and Brightwing does go down to the Nova Snipe. A drag from Dahaka does connect onto the Hogger, and another snipe comes through, but it's Diablo. Fire Stomp will take him down. Horrify from Gul'dan as the fear is going to be onto Dino, but he is going to be able to get that snipe immediately. Dino will go down to the damage over time. And Hazuab's Junkrat on the point. Frozen Punisher looking pretty promising for Exodia stack in map number 1. Our third best of 5 of the day here in the semifinals of Murky Cup Qualifier number 1. There are 6 Murky Cup qualifiers. They're happening on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So this Saturday, I'll be doing the other Murky Cup qualifier. And then afterwards, we'll probably do some Stormgate casting. That is the plan for Saturday. Bad Benny, pressured, but will not be taken down. Yasuo lands a decent root, but hold on, here comes the Johanna. Blessed Shield will miss, but there should be enough damage over time from Gul'dan, and he will take her down. A drag from Dahaka, immediately polymorphed by Brightwing. Dahaka is a squirrel. Punisher in top lane, by the way, was grabbed. Hanzo Ubs, I think, got most of that, if not all of it, and pushes this onto the fort. Punisher's still around 80% HP. As Johanna tries to get out of this really rough situation. Chattering Teeth chasing. There's a lightning... Oh my god. Drag into the lightning breath. That's some big red chewing gum right there. Call that the cinnamon spice. So with 2 dead, Exodia stack will continue pushing things up in top, and it looks like they're going to go for keep. Is this going to be a game-winning push? 9.5 minutes in, would be the fastest map in Murky Cup, I do believe. Precision Strike focusing onto the wave, and keep does go down, but it looks like Exodia stack are calling to disengage.
Red team's core is under attack.
All right. Hako will head his way into bottom. Clear up this minion wave, and let's see what we have still going on. 10-6 in kills, 16-14 in our levels. It's looking real good. Looking real good for Exodia stack still. They got a win condition through top. Next Punisher, let's see, the last one was in top lane, so probably mid or bottom, and it's going to be in mid lane, Mortar Punisher. Both teams have their forts up and available for mid, albeit on the right-hand side, that gate's already been taken down. Still have 2 towers remaining here. Paler's pushed in through mid, trying to open this lane up a little bit further. Or at least get more damage onto the fort. Gul'dan is able to clear things up, drain some life, get some mana back as well. 30 stacks on the Echoed Corruption. Doesn't have those steps back yet. Ruinous Affliction on the horizon for level 16. Gonna be in about half a level. A lot of members of Team Name Pending turtled up here. And 16 is a big pickup. Dino putting these clones down give potentially free stackage over to Gul'dan. Did pick up 1 extra off of that. Nova still sniping over the wall. Augur bouncing around on the right-hand side, getting away from that Dahaka. Shield Glare, I think, does see that steel trap in the bush. Horrify from Gul'dan doesn't get the fishing he's hoping for. Dragon's Arrow goes wide once again. Horrify from the Lightning Breath from Diablo activated. Some damage from Ultralisk is... Uh-oh, wait a minute. That's going to be a nice root. Overpower out of the Precision Strike. Bad Benny, anti-synergistic with his team, does go down. Junkrat falls. Hogger's picked off. Johanna is traded. It's 2 for 2. Diablo's souls were consumed. He's already back, rotating into the team fight. And it looks like he did get the extra soul stackage from those 2 kills because he's already at 45. So the Hogger and Johanna death did count to push that back up. A root, no Precision Strike available for 20 more seconds. Shadow Charge in from Diablo. Dahaka lands the drag immediately. Bad Benny tanking tower shots as Nano gets the natural agility over the wall. There was a isolation applied. Uki trying to get out of here and does go down. That is a... As the mid lane fort is assailed, Hogger respawns, clears out the catapults that are going to deal some damage to the core shielding, but that will respawn or regenerate, and this is Exodia stack picking up this next objective, I do think. Whoo-wee. What a game. My gosh. 39 stacks for our Gul'dan. We got 92 souls on Diablo, but it does look like this will be another objective over to the side of Exodia stack. The fort did already go down. Keep front gate is available. Right wing just checking the bush with an arcane flare. 36 the objective. Nova Dino grabbing this camp. Did pick up the psionic efficacy, an explosive round. The psionic efficiency, increases snipe range. Snipe's range is increased by 50%, and hitting a hero grants an additional stack of precision sniper, which is the baseline. And if you don't know precision sniper, hitting an enemy hero with snipe permanently increases its damage. Permanently increases the damage of snipe by 6%, stacking up to 30%. When you are at max stacks, the damage is increased by an additional 25%. All stacks are lost if snipe fails to hit an enemy. Punisher jumps. Diablo souls are full. Mortar Punisher getting some setup damage here onto the keep. The entire keep front gate is annihilated. Gul'dan's done with his level 1. The Horrify from Gul'dan comes out. That's Diablo being annihilated. Does have the souls to come back in. We do have Junkrat only hitting one enemy here with that Riptire right there. Did go extra oomph at level 20. Precision Strike with the Precision Barrage upgrade at level 20 as well. Punisher is taken down. The keep is still around 60%. The keep front gate goes down, but taking down Diablo, that's a big moment right there. Good experience pulled in for the side of Team Name Pending, who are down by 6 kills. 15-9. Dahaka is looking for something here. That's a good precision strike onto the sleeping Johanna. Did get hit with an isolation. Diablo activates Lightning Breath, but Johanna's still able to back away. And Bad Benny almost goes down. Almost the dieback from Diablo. Brightwing, does she have a blink? Yes, she does. Meanwhile, Johanna rooted. Spell shield applied to Gaff here. Staggering blow from Hogger. Thought about stepping back into this Dahaka, but decides better of it. Gul'dan will make quick work of this top lane wave. And our next Punisher will be Frozen Punisher in the bottom lane. How are we looking on defenses from both sides? Pretty good. Keep front gates are there, but a little bit more health on the right side. That could be managed or poked at a little bit here. Hogger throwing some easy throw dynamite into the bush. Sonic Arrow coming out as well. Clone will be cleared away. Diablo Soul is currently at 35. Does have that Soul to Flame level 4, so you can pick up a couple extra souls there, as well as minions going down around him. Dahaka pushing up the wave in bottom. But Gul'dan will immediately be here and clears that out, as Diablo, as I mentioned, looking to get those souls back to full. Frozen Punisher should be not far from an announcement, maybe a minute or so. It does blast, it does, yeah. Permanently increase the damage of snipe. But all stacks are lost if you... I mean, like, it makes sense, but it also doesn't. I absolutely agree with you. I think Hanzo Redemption has a very similar phrasing. I think Greymane's Wizened Duelist might as well. I mean, it's permanent so long as you don't miss. It's permanent so long as you don't miss. Okay, so Impaler Camp grabbed. Exodia stack. Looking to take map number 1 in the semifinal matchup, best of 3. Up next is our best of 5 grand finals for the Murky Cup qualifier number 1. It's been a really fun day. Hope you're all enjoying the stream, and thanks for being here. If you are having a good time, be sure to drop a follow if you'd like to support the stream further. It's much appreciated. Dahaka chilling off mini-map. He's going to show in top lane right now, finishing up this Fallen Shaman. Nova Clone is just going to get some vision onto the enemies here. Questing talents outside of Subdue are all completed. And 63 souls for Diablo currently. And Dahaka continually shoving waves. Diablo soaking up souls in mid. Objective phase has been started, and Gul'dan's going to grab a few of these skeletal defenders. Hogger sets up the square bounce. Precision strike to try and steal a few more. I think it got 2. Dahaka brush stalking on the right side of the engagement, looking to come into this, but immediately polymorph by Brightwing. The scatter and the echoed corruption damage from Gul'dan really, really good with the Ruinous Affliction. We do have drags from Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo, a Shockwave from Hogger, 24-17 in Skeletal Defenders as Hazuops continues to work on this on the left-hand side of our screen. Staggering blow from Hogger, but it's looking promising. Gul'dan on the left-hand side, looking for some sort of flank. The assist ping is going to be there, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get any value. Precision Strike steals away the last Skeletal Defenders needed. Baha, what was the Akuma theme you played yesterday? It is the Akuma theme from Street Fighter 6. If you Google that, that is exactly what it was. How you doing today, Bill? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks again for the ARAM fun yesterday. Appreciate you coming by the stream today. Augur with a bounce, able to get away from Diablo. Riptire from Junkrat does have the extra oomph. Looking for 3 hits, or maybe just looking to siege with this. Gets 1 onto Hogger. So Punisher is going to be able to get, is going to start bottom lane keep. Mid keep does go down. Precision Strike from Dino. Shockwave from the Hogger. Diablo comes right back in midair. That's going to be Johanna being deleted. Objective phase is cleared out. Bad Benny. And Yasu with the Tranquility activated. No, the scatter from Hanzo snipes Diablo and his souls will be expended. The core shielding is scratched, but no permanent damage. Sup, man? I didn't sleep a lot again last night, but it's a pretty good Wednesday for me. We've been casting some good games. We've had some wonderful chatting. Talked about Costco pizza and other random things. But we're here in our second semifinal. Up next is the Grand Finals for Murky Cup Qualifier number 1. And Exodia Stack want to take map 1. They also want to get the Nova bounty. I do believe she has a bounty for this. Core shielding has gone down. Riptire almost getting the reset. 15 seconds to go. Nano with the natural agility over the wall gets away from Nova. Hazuob still chasing. Nano, you're giga dead. Ooh, nice bullseye. Right wing phase shifts in. Unfortunately, Gul'dan will be taken down, and so is the shielding. GG, well played. Exodia Stack. Take map number 1. Team name pending. So very close to making something happen here, but just ever so elusive. I found what I think. Does the word Shura also ring a bell? Shura? Not really? You mean Shinra? Shura. Alexandra Leah Denton, known professionally as Shura, is an English singer-songwriter and recording producer. She is known for her work in the genres of electropop and synthpop. Born in 1988. They don't say permanently? That's so weird. Yeah, the Nova phrasing is just weird on that then. Yeah. All right, let's roll out some ads. Exodia Stack believers got paid out this game. That's a certainty. You have 31 channel points? How in the heck did that happen? Oh, you found it? All right, Lard, nice. They were burning a hole in my pocket. Hey, well, at least, you know what? At least you're spending them, and you're not just hoarding them, like some people I know in this channel. Welcome back, everybody. Map number 2 in our our third best of 3 of the day. The semifinal matchup of Exodia Stack versus Team Name Pending. Winner of this series goes on to the Grand Finals. Up next, which will be a best of 5. And I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I hope you've been enjoying the stream, enjoying the casting, enjoying the fun. And let's get into it. More of this on the way. That, I don't think that actually matters. Let's just go ahead and do that. All right, fun video game news. One of my favorite games accidentally wiped all their player progress today. Oh. Was that Path of Exile? Who did that? I gotta know. I need to know. Who did it? Who done it? I did see that, what was it, like Helldivers 2 got a new patch or something. Was it Helldivers 2? Turns out it's Heroes of the Storm. Garden of Terror from map number 2. Of course, there's no Meta Madness or tournament baseline bans on heroes and stuff like that. Standard Heroes of Storm draft, but we do have the bounty system, and Nova is a bounty, right? Nova is a bounty, so the second bounty, at least that I've seen of the tournament, was claimed by Exodia stack with that Nova win. Escape Tarkov? Oh, really? I didn't really get... I didn't get into Tarkov. I don't know. It wasn't for me, really. I don't know. It's like a reality, like battle royale, sort of like a shooter. I don't even know how to explain it. Abathur Muradin. Are we gonna see another monstrosity attempt? This might be the second monstrosity. It might be second monstrosity of the day. But I know Ninja's very happy in chat that he's gonna be able to see more Abathur action. By the way, we watched Logan last night in Discord because we hit the sub goal. Oh my god, dude, Logan was so freaking good. My gosh, how I slept on Logan for 7 years, basically. Very good movie. Definite recommend on my end. Garrosh, Anduin, Genji. So Light Bomb combo is pretty strong for a team name pending. With this Abathur, what do they want to pair into it? I mean, there's so many different directions to head. A lot of different directions that can go. Like, you can go... I mean, I feel like they're going to go Evolve Monstrosity, but maybe they won't. Viking ban from the side of Exodia stack. They don't want to deal with that to match the Abathur pressure. Dahaka has been considered a good counter. Dahaka Falstad wouldn't be too bad for the side of team name pending. I would actually like that for their draft quite a bit. Hanzo's still available. Junkrat's still available. Good heroes to poke onto the objective area. But I feel like you want something, if you're going to go Abathur, you want something that you can hat and dive. So maybe there should be a priority under like a Grey main. Tracer was already banned away. We'll see Yrel Rhaegar. So we're going to have a hyper carry what from Dino? They're going to go into a mage, or they're going to look for... I don't know what. We'll have to see what that last pick is going to be. Right side, though. Team name pending with 2 more heroes to pick. What do they want to grab? What is the priority? What is the interest? What's the excitement? Sylvanas and Sonya. Okay, so Sonya pushes, gets camps and pushes pretty well. Team fighting is fine. Mobility and push from Sylvanas is great. I really do like the team name pending draft quite a bit. Do you think Vala for the hyper carry? I don't know, does Dino really like playing Vala hyper carry? I don't know. I feel like he'd go like Lunar or something. Wisp and Vision. Okay. Not what I was expecting at all. But we do see Orphea pop up from time to time. Alright, Orphea will be grabbed here. Let's get into it. Holy heck. Alright, left-hand side of the map, we have Bad Benny for the side of Exodia stack, looking to go to looking to take map number 2 and head into the grand finals up next. We'll have Yasu on Rhaegar, Hazuab Abathur, Dino on the Orphea, and a Copen Yrel.
10 seconds.
Q abuser? Nah, no Q build for this Orphea, it looks like. Ancestral Strength, the standard, level 1. Right side of the map will be team name pending. Aki on your Anduin, Ultralisk Sylvanas, Gaff on the Garrosh, Genji to be played by Nano, and Sonya played by Bloodcool. Spicy indeed. Yes, we have a Twitch gamble going on right now. If you'd like to make a prediction, Exodia stack did take map number 1, but team name pending. They put up a pretty good fight mid to late game. We'll see if they're able to replicate that and move us into a map number 3, or this could be a quick 2-0 for Exodia stack. Urel heads down to bottom lane. Okay, so top lane Siege got a little bit of value. Abathur will go ahead and hold the phone. Muradin caught in the rotation. Bad Benny goes down. First blood. They make it a double kill into Dino. Nicely done. Team name pending with a beautiful start here. Getting 2 kills, bolstering their experience, and they will be able to get more siege in through mid because of that with the black arrows. And focusing onto the minions, but they're like, dude, just come auto this tower with us. We have black arrows active. What are you doing? Quit hitting minions, man. Body check Garrosh, by the way, level 1. Swift strike from the Genji to get out. 20,000 on Exodia stack. There you go. There might be an Abathur lover in chat that might be voting that way. But speaking of Abathur, we do have pressurized glands level 1. We will not be seeing the Toxic Nest, or the Envenom Nest, I believe, is level 1. Upgrade for those. Abathur will go ahead and tunnel his way into mid lane while the fight in top lane does continue. Black Arrows from Sylvanas will expire soon after pushing this entire wave into the fort front gate. What's up, Freaky? Good to see you, bud. I hope you've been well. A lot of cuties popping up in chat. Thank you all for being here. Hope you've been having a good week, a good August, actually. Holy crap, we're already in August. We're already in the 8th month of the year. God dang, how the year has flown by. But we still have a few more months of fun. Lot of fun stuff planned. Potential subathon in September. We got crowd control Bahamut this month. More Murky Cup in the future. More Stormgate casting. Hopefully some Street Fighter 6 casting in the future as well. A lot of the events that I've seen, they're typically starting later in the evening, so I might have to do like a double stream day. Like stream in the morning, stop, take Bandit for a walk, eat some dinner, and then start back up stream and do like Street Fighter in the afternoon or something. And by afternoon, I mean like 6 o'clock my time. But that'll be in the future to figure out. Right now, we're just having some fun. We got a decent schedule ahead of us. You've been okay? Happy to be here again. It's been a while. Yeah, July and August is low viewership time for Twitch because a lot of people are vacationing. Europe takes like 3 weeks off at some point during those two months. I had one of my neighbors was trying to argue with me. I was like, yeah, you never travel to Europe in August, and he's like, why? What is the reason? I was like, because like everyone's on vacation and the shops shut down. He's like, well, they don't just shut down their shops, Chris. And I was like, no, literally. Shops will just shut down for a few weeks at a time. And it's no big deal. It's Europe. Like, oh, the baker's on vacation for the next 3 weeks in Greece. I'll go get my bread in 3 weeks. Like, that's just how it is. He's like, people can't just do that. And I was like, dude, what? Summer months always slow, nodders, yeah. It always catches me off guard too, because like my viewership will drop and subs will go down, and I start to like panic. Like, did I do something? Did I insult like 20 to 30 people? And it's like, no, it's just people are enjoying their summer vacations, NA, EU, all over the world. So it's always slow during this time. Urel comes through with the Avenging Wrath just as the Leap of Faith pulls Garrosh to safety. Not quite a Kaimo cleanse, but either way, Genji on the left-hand side. Nano swift strikes away as the Righteous Hammer onto Uki lowers his health bar. Nano jumps in, some shurikens thrown out. They still want to chase this. Copen going in deep for this, but I don't know if this is the best idea. It seems like it's very punishable. Urel trying to get away. Haunting Wave in, Swift Strike as well. They're committed to taking her down, but it's Genji and Sylvanas who still get picked off, and Urel lives to tell another tale. You okay, Bandit? I thought I heard a little noise. Yeah, I think there was like a couple days ago someone was saying that they just got back from like a holiday and stuff, like in, I don't actually remember. It was either Northern Europe or Northern UK. I forget. But they were just like, yeah, I just got back from like staying at like Crushinator just went on vacation to a cabin and stuff like that, so it's nice to get away from the internet. I don't do that very often. On the left-hand side, though, Dino will get the channel. Rhaegar with a little dance around from Yasu. 10 talent here on the left, and it's another monstrosity game! Alright, we'll see if the members of Exodia Stack can get the bounty for this monstrosity. They would have 2 of the 3 total bounties, so they would get 30% of the $1,000. Or no, sorry. That math doesn't make any sense. They get 2/3, right? Yeah? Yeah, 2/3, sorry. They get 66%. 1/3 would go to the team that finished Monstrosity earlier. But of course, that will not be paid out till the end of the tournament, so there's still multiple opportunities for players to get these bounties. Playing Butcher, playing Nova, specific talents, etc. And one of them is, this is one of the specific talents with the Evolved Monstrosity, which has been pulled all the way back to the Hall of Storms. That'll be cleared, that'll be working its way through the lane, allowing Abathur to hat and push up other lanes or waves. For my country, it's a bit mixed in July. The whole construction sector goes on vacation and many connected sectors follow. Everything takes... Yeah. That's why I always say, like, July is the start, but August is the definite summer vacation time for for Europe specifically. That's also, like, my parents, quite literally, they're waiting for Olympics to be over, and they're waiting for it to not be August, because they're going to go to France in September. Usually they come to visit here, but they were like, you know what, we want to go to Europe this summer. I was like, damn, all right. My parents don't love me anymore. No, they have, my mom quite literally was like, we haven't been to France or Europe in like 2 or 3 years, so they wanted to go back. Nano, X strikes away. Does he have the mobility to continue disengaging? Yes, Exodia Stack will be able to get this first objective summoning. Garden Terrors will go into mid, top, and bottom. Top lane a little bit further back. Bottom lane nearly on the fort already. The Overgrowth Seed is summoned. Urel focusing onto the minion wave, as that is trying to take down this Overgrowth Seed. Meanwhile, over in mid, a Leap of Faith pulls Sonya to safety. She did go Leap level 10. We didn't really talk about the heroics, but we do have the Evolved Monstrosity, Crushing Jaws, Ardent Defender, Avatar, and the Ancestor Healing as Bad Benny goes in. Ultralisk will be taken down in top lane. Nicely done from Bad Benny. Leap from Sonya as we do hear that going through. Looks like the target was Dino. Spear onto Bad Benny. Crushing Jaws. Pull people in, but Sonya's able to hug the side of the wall. Light Bomb into Swift Strike. Bad Benny's the target. Gets the Avatar activation. Warlord Challenge from Garrosh as he's tossed and hit with a Groundbreaker. And Bad Benny still is fine. It was body check level 1 picked up by the Garrosh as Genji sits on 52 of 60 stacks for that Shuriken Mastery. But the members of Exodia Stack, they did have a little bit of a wobble at the start of map number 2. Doesn't seem like that wobble has continued, and everything's leveled out for our blue squad. Taking down top and bottom forts. Nicely done from Exodia Stack. Can they get a mid fort on top of this as well? Muradin finds the Stormbolt into Nano. Chastise out to Zone. I just noticed that spectators don't see the health of the plant that disables the building. Oh, no, you do. You absolutely do. I was actually, I was looking at the bar of health. I think there might have been some overlap. Unless I completely missaw it, but I'm like 90% sure. We'll have to wait for the next Garden Terror phase and definitely take a look for that. But I'm pretty sure I saw it. I'd be willing to gamble a whole sub. Aha, it was showing for one. Haha! It might be one of those things where it's like structure. So structure health bars don't show up until they've taken damage. So quite literally, like the fort front gate's taking a sliver of damage, but this tower hasn't. So I think it's coded that same way. Until the Overgrowth plant takes damage, then it doesn't show a health bar. I think. We have to double check on that one. Aki a little bit low in the bottom lane. The heals are pretty good, but are they enough? Avenging Wrath, Murden Dwarf tosses in. And that'll be the Anduin going down, Ancestor Healing onto Bad Benny. And that'll be Sonya going down, Garrosh on the left. And this is potentially a team wipe as Yasu bites the butt of Sylvanas. And that is Rhaegar going down. Genji trying to make something happen here, but that's another...
Dominated.
Abathur set up behind the Siege Giants in top lane as the push onto the keep front gate continues with Anduin just now respawning. Yrel grabbing bottom lane wave. Muradin and Orphea will find a mid lane for it, and things are looking better and better and better for Exodia stack in this map number 2. Best of 3 series in the semifinal for Murky Cup Qualifier number 1. Qualifier 2, by the way, is going to be this Saturday at 7 a.m. PDT, 10 a.m. EDT, and is that... Oh my god, I'm blanking. My brain can't do the math all of a sudden. 16 CEST. Sorry, gosh. 16 CEST on Saturday. Another groundbreaker from Garrosh, just checking to see where enemies are. Is that a bite? I thought it was a claw attack. What, Rhaegar? Rhaegar transforms into a ghost. Oh, okay, well... He's in Ghost Wolf form, so I can't actually look at this right now. But he lunges in and he bites, and then it's claw attacks. When he goes from Ghost Wolf, like when he lunges from this attack, that's a bite. Because he also makes a bite noise. I know that's very, very well described by me. I'd like to get the tooltip here, but apparently Yasuo wants to be a dog. Alright, Monstrosity, where is it on the map? Oh no, it looks like it actually got taken down recently, okay. Orphea clears out the sappers. Yrel with a Righteous Hammer into Garrosh. Warlord's Challenge toss. And Yrel gets deleted. Rhaegar, Yasuo, what's up, bud? The Ancestral's available. Just running out of this engagement as Bad Benny does go down with Avatar. No, okay, he does go down. Leap in, X-Strike, and they take down Dino, who wants to trade, but that's a desperate prayer. On to the Sonya, she will live. It's a double kill for the side of Team Name Pending. Beautifully done. God dang it, he turned into a wolf again. Who doesn't want to be a dog? That's a good question. Alright, so there you go. Transform into a Ghost Wolf, increase 20% movement speed, basic attacks and ghost form. Okay, I'm done. I'm done trying to read it. But there's the word lunge in there, so the way I always saw it was that he bites someone on the butt and then he goes into regular Rhaegar mode.
Soon you will have another siege.
So 20 will be here in a moment. There's another cup of tea is about to be finished out. Some chain heals as well, and this will be our Bruiser Camp grabbed. $17 stacks on the Mind Devourer for the Orphea. She continues into trade at 13-16 with the Invasive Miasma and the Dead Magic.
Isn't nature
The Invasive Miasma, by the way, says an activation to deal 329 damage to all nearby enemies after 2 seconds. For each enemy hero hit, heal for 399 and gain 1 chaos. Dead Magic, basic attacks that consume chaos, ignore armor, and deal 197 spell damage to the target and to all enemies near them. And then, of course, the Eldritch Conduit, level 20, that just got picked up. Each chaos consumed increases Orphea's spell power by 3%, stacking up to 30% after reaching the maximum bonus. Spell power is increased by an additional 30. Last 10 seconds. But here comes Abathur with the Hive Mind level 20 for the Symbiote. No upgrade onto our Evolved Monstrosity, which was cleared out as they push in through bottom lane. Bad Benny diving in. Ultralisk is the target. The Will of Forsaken denies the CC, but still the damage coming through. X-Strike with the Light Bomb from Genji. The cleanse comes out a little bit late, but it doesn't seem like it'll be anyone falling just yet. Sonya's here. She's got Leap available. Looks for the spear onto Bad Benny, but can't land it. Crushing Jaws, looking to pull someone in. Shuriken's thrown out from Genji. A little bit of poke damage onto the enemies. Does have Shuriken Mastery finished out. Bottom lane keep getting low here. Sonya looking for an angle to leap in maybe, but Bad Benny anchoring. And also keep in mind, no level 20 on the right-hand side. 1 out of 3 seeds for both teams. Chastise looking for somebody. Dino not gonna be hit with that one. Uh-oh, hold on. Ultralisk gets the Haunting Wave out in time. Meanwhile, Sonya soaking in mid. It still is 4v4 in this bottom lane. Monstrosity 7 seconds away. There's a toss onto Muradin. X-Strike, Light Bomb combo from Genji once again. Dino gets the Ancestral. Farseer's Blessing, splashing some heals to Copen as well. But the bottom keep does go down. Meanwhile, as I mentioned, though, Sonya was getting enough experience for 20, and this camp will be the last bit needed. Garden Terror Seed still up and available in the center of the map. All I'll say is this. If an animal lunges at you, they're typically not lunging with their claws at you. Like if a dog were to lunge towards you, it would probably try and bite you, not scratch you. Same thing with a bear or a shark. Also, as I always say, he makes a sort of barking, growling, argle-bargle noise. That's my 2 cents and my logic on it. Now, if a creature were to swipe at you, like a tiger swipe, yeah, sure, that's a paw. But if a tiger lunged at you, I think it's gonna try and bite your face off. Right. Another monstrosity summoned in top lane. Couple stacks on that. Abathur pushing up bottom a little bit. We do have another siege camp available.
Seed is sprouting.
Excuse me, siege camp won't be available for another 2-minute 45. Sorry, I was looking at the minimap and talents as well. Body check upgrade for the Garrosh, by the way, so the inner rage. So body check gains an additional charge, and its healing reduction is increased by an additional 45. So that means there is a 75% healing reduction with 35% movement speed, and you have 2 charges of that. Living Weapon Genji, Ignore Pain for the Sonya, Deafening Blast for our Sylvanas with the Wailing Arrow upgrade, Censure for the Anduin. Dino looking for the channel. No delay. Okay, 1 delay from Nano on the Genji. All heroics are available outside of Monstrosity, but that's because it's currently pushing up in top lane. The longer this goes, the better it is for Hazuab's Abathur. Potentially getting that keep. I think they actually will get the keep at the rate things are going right now. Gaff slowed down. Mule summoned by Abathur so we can hat that as well. Crushing Jaws is huge from the Orphea, but it's Muradin the one to go down. As Sonya leaps into the backline, X-Strike from the Genji, the Ancestor Healing will be onto a couple. The Ancestor Healing, Farseer's Blessing will be enough to trade onto Nano. Abathur in top lane does get the keep, and there's a core push from Hazuab's. And this monstrosity is tanking tower shots. We still have the chase into bottom lane. This is looking like it's going to be done and dusted. Another monstrosity game. Another bounty picked up by a team. As the Leap of Faith saves Garage. The core shielding's already been dropped. Sonya's trying to clear things out. But another wave has arrived through bottom. Sonya, Andu, and Garage to defend against the Urel, Rhaegar, Orphea, and Abathur hats, and this is looking like it is all done and over. Nicely done from Exodia stack. They're going to head into the grand finals. Coming up next in Murky Cup Qualifier number 1. Well, hope you're all enjoying the games. GG's to Exodia stack. We got our grand finals coming up next. And of course, as always, before we roll out the ads and get stuff set up for our final best of 5 of the day, be sure to subscribe to the stream, get yourself some ad-free viewing, support the Good Boy Bandit, push our sub goal up further for our double September movie night, and of course, it makes me happy. Helps us sustain full-time streaming, helps us get some groceries, and keeps bringing you wonderful Heroes of Storm casting and content.